What's up guys? Today I've got a tour for you of a 2001 Islander 56. Now this boat is in really good condition and I'm excited to show you the tour. But quickly just want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and you're enjoying these videos. It really helps us a lot, so thank you in advance, and without further ado, let's get to the tour. Alright guys, I am stepping aboard now. Let me give you a quick look and go forward first. Now the first thing I notice on this deck, it's just nice and clean. I do think there could be some more handholds going forward. I don't really see any here, which is kind of alarming, but it is a nice, wide, safe side deck if we added some handholds. Continuing forward. This is a cutter rigged boat. We've got a staysail and a headsail. Looks to be an electric furling headsail. Windlass. Dual stainless bow roller with a Bruce style anchor on the bow. Turn and aft. Very nice looking boat. I like the lines. I like that hard dodger right there as well. Looks like there's plenty of ventilation on the deck in the form of hatches. This looks to me like a bow locker. Let's go ahead and take a look. So not necessarily a bow locker. I see a head down there, and this is going to be accessible from down below, so we'll come back to this. So like I said, I thought that was going to be a bow locker. I don't see a bow locker up here that's accessible from the deck. The rest of these are going to be hatches down below as well. So good ventilation, some durades right there. Going aft. Looks like all of the sailing lines, or at least most of them, are going back to the cockpit, so that's good. We've got in-boom furling. It's going to be a 4-spar leisure furl boom. I like that a lot. And then looking up the mast, we got a triple spreader main mast here. And we're gonna go aft via the starboard side here. Lots of individual tracks here for different sail configurations. So I like that, I like to see that. Seems like you could probably get a good amount of performance squeezed out of this boat. Going aft. All of our winches and everything are gonna be here in the cockpit. Looks like we have 6 winches. We've got our main sheet here to the furling boom. And then probably my favorite part of the deck, the aft deck back here. We've got an arch on the back for solar and wind with a silent wind up there. And let me tell you, the thing is pretty quiet. Looks like maybe 2 200-watt solar panels. I could be wrong on that. And then, you know, this beautiful integrated arch. I love it. And then we've got our dinghy hanging off the arch back here. Our back stays, and then a hatch to, I'm not sure if this is a stern locker or to down below, but let's go ahead and check. All right, so that is a stern locker. So we've got lots of storage in the aft section of the boat here in the stern locker. So where we're lacking in the bow locker, we're making up in the stern locker back here. Barbecue on the back, stern rail seats. Not bad, not bad. Looking forward. And then we've got our center cockpit right here. You guys know how much I love center cockpit boats. Nice bimini over the center cockpit. And that integrated hard dodger. Absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cockpit. Alrighty guys, so I just entered the cockpit here, and as you can see, you got instruments over the companionway. You've got 2 main winches, all the lines going back here to the cockpit. Very, very nice. And then you've got this beautiful hard dodger to keep you nice and protected while you're sailing. And then looking aft, got our helm station right there, again protected by the bimini. Pretty nice cockpit, I like it. It's got a lot of space, but it's not too big. Taking a look at the helm, you do have a bow thruster right here. Chart plotter is removed right now. The one thing though, there's no real storage in the cockpit here, and that is mainly because, as you guys will see, there's a lot of space down below this cockpit. So, you know, No cockpit lockers here, but you guys will see why in a little bit. And I just wanted to show you guys why I like this hard Dodger right here. This is probably where you're going to be spending most of your passage when you're on watch. You're going to have autopilot running the helmet. You're going to be sitting right here, and you're going to have good visibility forward, all around. I can see all around the boat. I can see forward, and I can look up and see my sails. So this is a great spot, and I'm fully protected from the elements, and you can stay warm and dry while you are on watch up here. All right, so now it is time to go down below. Wow. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, bright boat. Gonna do a 360 and just kind of give you guys the view of this whole boat. And this is awesome. What drew my attention was this massive nav station right here. I mean, that is beautiful. It's a big, nice nav station, forward-facing nav station, tons of storage all around. We've got our main distribution panels behind it right there. Huge chart table, which is going to end up being your desk, and then a chart plotter forward of that. I mean, it's pretty much perfect. I love it. And then turning to port, we've got a huge main settee here, lots of storage. Behind, there's going to be storage behind that area too, as well as underneath the settee. I mean, just everything you see here, there's storage behind there. Then just a big settee, a great place to sit and eat as a family or with friends or whatever. Then if you look down at the cabin sole, first of all, it's in really, really good shape. But also, all of this comes up, you got access to your batteries and equipment and tanks and everything down below there. So that being said, let's go ahead and go forward. We're gonna go forward to starboard first. And this is gonna be what you get with a big boat like this. There's gonna be two big cabins in the forward section of the boat, right here with a shared head. So we've got two single berths right here, lots of clothes storage. These are actually life jacket storage lockers. They're actually pretty shallow. Just meant to hold the life jackets. Continuing forward, we've got this awesome section of the boat, and it's almost in the shape of like a T, but this is your head. Again, just tons of storage in this head. Both sides got two sinks joined by one head and shower right there. And this is going to be the area that I opened up and looked in from above on the deck there a little while ago. I absolutely love forward heads like this. And then, standing in the shower looking aft, we came out of this section right here, and we're going to go back aft on the port side there. We've got another double cabin with two single berths here. It's going to be mirrored from the starboard side. So we've got sleeping for four up in the bow of the boat, whether you've got 4 kids or 4 guests or 4 whatever. You've got it. And then looking aft. Just a very beautiful, beautiful boat. Really good shape. Everything is. Before we go into the aft cabin via the galley there, we've got another cabin right here. And this is going to be a single berth down here. And this is almost like set up as a technical room right now, but it could be a cabin as well. Go ahead and take a look at what's here. And you've got a shower. That's pretty awesome. You got a shower and then a door, and it continues into the aft cabin's head back there. And like I said before, we've got another berth right here. There's no cushion on it right now, but that's what that is. Storage, and then more storage here, hanging locker. So very, very nice. And then you're gonna have engine access right here. Engine access. You've got your filter right there. And there's multiple spots where you can access the engine. This isn't the only spot. All right. This is something nice that I just kind of noticed by looking up. You've got a nice handrail in like a U shape down here. And then we've got this galley. This galley is going to be phenomenal. We've got this partition here separating the galley from the main salon and the nav station right there. Cold storage, tons of cold storage, microwave, gimbal, Force 10 stove, and then again, just tons and tons of storage. I mean, that's like the theme for this boat right now. Everywhere you look, there's places to put things. You got this big circular, I don't think I've ever seen a double sink with two completely circular bowls like this. That's kind of interesting. So more engine access right there. Foot pump, most likely for seawater. How many times can I say storage? But it is everywhere. And wow, this is a beautiful, beautiful aft cabin. The headroom does get a little less when you get down back here, so I can't really stand completely straight up, and I'm 5'10". Not too bad, but it still is a very roomy and beamy aft cabin with an island berth right here, double island berth, and you even have a vanity slash desk on the side right here. Got your entertainment center right here. There's generator access, and then your ensuite head right here. Private head, and then separate shower. And like I said, the headroom could be a little better, but very, very nice. And then we've got the walkthrough, so you guys saw it from the other side earlier, and we'll continue through. Love it. All right, guys, we're going to start the full continuous below decks walkthrough from bow to stern now, as well as the overlay of the extra details on this sailboat. Let's go. Alright guys, so I really enjoyed that boat a lot. You all know that I love center cockpits, and for a 56-foot center cockpit, this boat had a lot, and it was in really good shape for what it was. I loved the cutter rig with the boom furler, as well as the solar and wind arch on the back, and obviously the center cockpit itself. The deck layout was great, however it could have been improved with obviously some more handholds, and I would like to see a bow locker accessible from the deck, but those are just two minor things. I loved the protection of the hard Dodger as well as the bimini over the center cockpit. Going down below, this boat was just pretty dang immaculate. I mean, you're hard pressed to find any type of water damage or any damage to the teak, and there was teak everywhere. Everything was just in phenomenal shape. Obviously in the forward section, I loved the layout with the two separate cabins with the two separate bunks in each cabin. So, you know, you can sleep 4 people comfortably up there, and they share 2 sinks and 1 head in that forward head section. I mean, that was really, really nice. I think that forward head was actually bigger than the aft head that's attached to the aft cabins. Aft of all that, I absolutely loved the layout, especially with that big dedicated forward-facing nav station. That is a place that, you know, you're gonna be fine with spending a lot of time at. That's basically gonna be the brains of the boat. It's where you're gonna navigate from. It's also basically your office when you're on the boat. So you're gonna do work from that location. You're gonna have your laptop on. So I like it a lot. I like that it's comfortable and that it's big and it has a dedicated space for that. The one little caveat is obviously from that space, you can't see outside the exterior of the boat. So when you're sailing and sitting there, that kind of doesn't work. If this were my boat, I would probably add some type of camera so that I can sit at the nav station while I monitor where we're going and monitor the sails. There's some really good forward-facing as well as 360 camera options nowadays. So putting that visibility in that nav station while you're there and you're sailing is definitely something that can be done. Obviously the galley was awesome, as well as that spare cabin that was kind of being used as more of a technical room or storage area in this boat, but that could be another cabin as well. And then the aft cabin was obviously great. Could have had a little bit more headroom, but other than that, it was really nice. So anyway guys, I did like this boat, and with a few somewhat easy modifications, this boat can be really phenomenal. Because of the condition of this boat, you know, obviously the price is a little bit higher than you might expect. So let me know what you guys think about the price. That's gonna be in the description below. Also in the description is gonna be the broker's contact information and some more information about this vessel. So be sure to check that out as well. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you wanna know each and every time we drop a video. See you guys.
I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here with me by the fire and let it go.